Oh, oh God. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Gabes here. This is the normal healer guide for General Nazgrim in Siege of Orgrimmar. And the goal of this guide is to give healer players a few basic tips and just to learn the core mechanics of the encounter. So let's get started. So the core mechanic for the fight is the rage for General Nazgrim. And he will gain rage for a variety of reasons throughout the fight. But the basic goal is to keep his rage levels low so that every time he uses a rage-based attack, which is every 15 seconds, he will use an ability with a low rage cost. He always uses the most powerful ability he has the rage to cast, so keeping his rage low prevents the higher damage, higher danger abilities from being used. As a healer, the only thing you can really do to prevent extra rage gain is to dodge the special attacks that have some capability to hit you. So these include the leap attack that he's used frequently a few times already, which shoots out these orange waves on the ground. The war banner that he spawns doesn't do anything directly except it causes adds throughout the fight to give him rage. So as a healer, you can help burst that down quickly. War Song does not give rage. He uses that at 70. And finally, if he gains 100 rage, he will cast Ravager, which creates a spinning axe that moves around the room. This is by far the most dangerous ability he can use. And if you get one or two of these, they can quickly cause things to get out of control. Because every time a player is hit by the axe, it will gain 5 rage for Nazgrim. So the basic goal, keep his rage low, and as a healer, the only thing you can really do for that is to kill the war banner, and otherwise just do your basic job while dodging the ground or spinning axe attacks. The next thing to briefly mention, which again doesn't really apply much to healers, but you should be aware of it, is that Nazgrim will rotate through 3 different stances throughout the fight. Each stance lasts 60 seconds. He starts with battle stance, then berserker, and then finally defensive stance before repeating. Now, if you're a healer that does DPS as well, you need to be aware that you cannot attack Nazgrim while he's in defensive stance. Doing so will give him 3 rage every time you do attack him. However, you're free to attack him during battle or berserker stance as much as you want. So just keep that in mind if you are a Disc Priest or Mistweaver Monk or something like that. You want to do some extra damage. So it turns out the actual healing per second requirements for this encounter are very low, especially if your raid properly handles keeping the rage down. That said, there are really 2 things to be aware of as a healer where you might need to burst heal someone or watch the raid's health in total. The first is War Song, which, as I mentioned earlier, is a rage-based ability used when Nazgrim has 70 to 99 rage. The next time he does a special attack, he will cast War Song in that case. This does damage equal to 50% of everyone's health to the entire raid. So make sure everyone's topped off for this, cooldowns if necessary, just to ensure that that doesn't kill anyone. The other danger really to non-tank players is the adds, in particular the Arcweaver and the Assassin. The Arcweaver is a mage, of course, and it spams the Arcane Shock ability on a random player. And each time it casts, it will increase the damage it deals, and this stacks up every time. So if players don't kill this quickly or don't interrupt it, this can be quite a bit of a spike damage on the target. So keep it targeted, see who it's casting on if needed, but watch for that. The Assassin, similarly, will fixate on a random raid member, and if that player turns his or her back to the Assassin, they will become backstabbed. So best thing for raid members is to face the Assassin at all times, but again, as a healer, watch who the Assassin is fixating or targeting, and make sure they're topped off and kept healthy. And that's it. Everything else is just pretty much the standard fare of avoiding this stuff on the ground or the spinning axe and keeping the tanks topped off. And at 10%, a series of adds will spawn all at once. Your raids should do their best to just burn the boss down with Bloodlust and whatnot, ignoring or CCing the adds at that time. So that's it. That's the normal healer guide for General Nazgrim. As always, good luck, and thanks for watching.